Today we discuss about computer science versus coding. What's the difference between in it? Computer science and coding often get muddled up, but in fact coding and computer science are very different. Here's what you need to know about the two. In the simplest term, we can put it computer science in studies what computer can do, usually taught at university or college, while coding is that practice of making computer do things, not requiring an actual formal education. One of the best part about coding is that fact that it's virtually open to anyone. If you are willing to put in the hours and learn, you can become great at coding in no time whatsoever. In fact, as little as 5 minutes each day will have you on your way to learn new skills. What is coding? Basically, coding is a process of writing instructions for the computer, which can later execute that everything that computer can you do. A computer or a smartphone has been coded. Think of apps. For example, your current operating system you are reading this post on has been coded. Same for the website you are reading this post on, and any software that you have got running on your computer, laptop, smartphone, or tablets. While there are many different coding languages out there, the two most basic and easy to learn language are JavaScript and Python. Want to know why we believe those two are great choice for beginners? We wrote a blog post you might want to check out. What is computer science? So if coding is not computer science, what is it? Computer science is actually a vast topic area mainly concerned with learning how to develop new software program technology, ways in which we use the technology, and of course the theory behind that and how it's works. Computer science is usually taught in the form of degree or college education and can greatly complement your coding expertise, but notes that it is not prerequisites. These degrees are now available at majority of universities, with computer science quickly become one of the biggest industry. For example, while you can be a great coding at coding, you may lack a background in computer science, potentially affecting your understandings of some concept. However, we can't stress enough that it only complements your coding and is not required. Learning to code is initially possible without any prior knowledge of a computer science education and should certainly not discourage you from having a go at coding. Why should you consider Memo to begin coding? Okay, now that we know the difference between coding and computer science, how you actually go about starting to code. Well, this is where Memo comes in. Memo is an interactive learning experience we developed to help you learn at code as well as being able to learn online. You can earn on the go with your mobile app available on the App Store as well as on Google Play. So, why Memo? On our interactive coding learning experience incorporates bite-sized experience with immediate feedback, code playground to try out and save your own code, streaks to maintain our daily habits of coding, essential if you are looking to improve, and a variety of small challenges to keep you on your toes. The bottom line: computer science and coding are different things. Computer science is concerned with the theory of what computer can do, while coding is essentially doing these things. So, as you can imagine, a background in your computer science may add to your coding, but it is not entirely necessary. To being coding, you recommended checking out your Learn to Google path to get an excellent first introduction to coding. When divining into your fun interactive coding experience from the coding playground, to bite-sized exercises as well as the development of real-life projects. You will be hooked and building your streak in no time at all. So, uh, just only computer is same as a coding or different from there. Now we discuss what is coding and what is it to use. Basically, electronic devices like cell phones, laptop, tablet require code to im- functional implementation properly. Coding allows humans to communicate with these devices. Modern technologies such as traffic lights, calculators, smart TVs, and cars use internal coding systems. Since computers do not communicate like humans, coding acts as a translator. Code converts human into input into numerical sequence that computer understand. Once computer receive these messages, they complete assigned tasks such as sharing, changing font colors, or creating an image. Read on the learn about how people use code to communicate with computers and developers, electronic devices, machine and other technologies. How does coding work? Computer programming language developed through a series of numericals or alphabetic code instruct machine to complete specific action. Computer coding function much like a manual. A programmer or developer writes instruction describing a function and task needed to create visual or to perform a task. Computers can extensive coding manual very quickly, executing the task they create and run a successful website or application, displaying an image or section of text, changing font style, and opening emails all require instructions included in the coded manual. Programming language provide a role of building website apps and other computer-based technologies. Basically, types of computer languages. Binary computer comprises a series of 0 and 1s used to communicate instructions. The code is low-level programming language. Each digit in a coding sequence connects to switch in your computer. Each switch concept of an action together. Thousands of switches operate a device. So, high-level programming and computer communication process that works much like human language allow programmers to operate entire system simultaneously. High-level programming language convert human into programmer into binary code that computer understand. What is coding for? C, HTML, C++, PHP, Java, Objective, Python, Ruby, C Sharp, Parallel, SQL, and Swift and Objective C are also there.